and gentlemen, we're finally here. One of the most requested parks. It was a very, very tiring and very, very long drive. It took us about 7 hours to get here. And we even had to stop to take a break, but we're here. Our first ride of the day was Roadrunner. It's really difficult getting video of that ride, but I'm gonna try to get it anyway. We're gonna make our way down the list. I have been waiting a long time to come here to this park to get some really good content because we haven't been here in like 6 months. So it's definitely a long time coming. So today we're going to review the park and the rides. We are not going to be reviewing the water park because as you can see, it's like bleh. As you can see, the curse of San Antonio still endures. It's still here. It's a very real thing. Every time we come here, rain follows. I don't know what it is, but anyway, we're making our way over to Poltergeist, and maybe we can get some good clips. Alright, so we just got off Poltergeist, and as you can see, the curse of San Antonio continues. This is even 2021. Last year was 2020. We had the same thing. Now here we are yet again. First trip of the year in San Antonio. This is what happens. It's great. Anyway, Poltergeist was great. The launch was great. But when we came out of the train, or when we came out of the launch area, it was appeared to be that God himself was throwing glass at us as we came out as the rain started pouring. So this ride itself, the launch is the only really good part of the ride. It's pretty rough. We rode in the middle because we thought that, you know, well, maybe it'd be like the easiest, smoothest experience. Not really so much. But I mean, it's still a good ride. I always ride this thing in the middle because it's so rough. But I mean, it's a premier shuttle coaster, so it's still a good ride. But during the course, the ride kind of feels like it's meandering there for a while. So really not a whole lot of intensity. Are you done? Thank you. Anyway, not a whole lot of intensity in the ride. The launch is cool. Really the only really good feature of the ride. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's starting to rain. We're gonna go check up on the kid, and then we're gonna make our way over to Wonder Woman with wet tracks. So we just got our first wow of the day. The rain's starting to go away a little bit at a time. It's supposed to pick up a little heavier here shortly. So before they shut all the rides down, we're gonna ride Iron Rattler. Wonder Woman was completely insane. Wonder Woman plus wet track equals awesome. Great ride. I rode in the middle because these trains always rotate. They're always moving. So you don't necessarily get to pick where you ride. You kind of just get thrown in. So a big bummer to that, but they do that to kind of move traffic in and move it out. But it was a great ride. I rode in the middle and I got lots of airtime, a lot of ejector airtime. The first drop was amazing. The wet track kind of feels like I haven't rode it in like 6 months. So it kind of feels like it was a bit faster than normal. Which made it that much more exciting. But overall of the ride, amazing ride, great ride, best ride today so far. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. We were gonna head over to Superman, but Superman's mid-course brake block is, something's up with it. Maintenance is working on it, so it's not running. So we're gonna head over to Iron Rattler. And just a little pro tip, wooden roller coasters in the rain, they go faster. And Iron Rattler in the rain goes even faster because it's, well, it's an RMC. So we're heading over there now. All right, I just wanted to say something about this. Something that really stood out to me. It's rainy, cloudy, and a whole bunch of, it's just really muggy out here right now. But nobody's really leaving, and none of the rides are shutting down. Fiesta, Texas is not really known for their top tier rider operations, so to speak. There's been a lot of negative feedback towards the operations here. But I just wanted to clarify that it's raining, people are wanting to ride, they're still waiting in line, and the rides are still moving. Now, they won't shut the rides down unless there's like lightning, something that's guaranteed to, you know, possibly be a safety problem. But if it's not, they've been running. And last year when I came here, they did the same thing. Unless it was like really high winds and lightning, they'd run. So it's just something that really stood out to me that SeaWorld probably will not uphold if it's doing this tomorrow. But we'll just have to wait and find out. All right, so as you can see, it is a wet and rainy day. I went to lunch. I was feeling a little under the weather for a little bit. I had to take my medicine. So now we're going back at it. Now Superman is back out, so that's where we're headed. We're gonna check it out. I think everything else should be. It's been raining pretty consistently throughout the day. So it's why we haven't been in such a hurry to go get the Iron Rattler ride done, because we knew the tracks were gonna stay wet. So we're gonna do Superman. We're gonna see if Daredevil Dive is open. It opened earlier this year. I've yet to get to ride it, so it was closed earlier, so we're gonna see if it's open. So we've got Iron Rattler after Superman, and then Boomerang, and Batman the Ride, and Pandemonium, which we should have done when we were over there, but you know, mistakes were made. All right, so as of this point forward, lunch was pretty freaking good. I got the pulled pork sandwich. They've got like an entire food court here with like pizza and hot dogs and barbecue, and where you can go and sit down and eat. It's like a big cafeteria from like junior high school. It was actually really cool. I just been going around getting clips for, you know, off-ride POVs. I'm pretty confident that tonight we're gonna try to get a POV of Wonder Woman. Don't quote me on it, but usually during these ERT times they really don't care if you record, so we're gonna try it out and see. Maybe we'll be able to get one, maybe not, but we're gonna head over to Superman. Let's get back at it.
Superman coaster. Please put your masks on. Please put your masks on.
Alright, just got off Superman. That ride is fun.
Yeah, it is.
That ride is really fun. Like, I mean, it's not really big and it's not really fast, but the thing that I feel like has the ride going for it is the duration of the ride, how long the ride is. The ride is about a good 2.5, almost 3 minutes long, which, considering how many good elements that the ride has, makes it a really good tier ride. The thing I really like the most is the Cobra rolls at the end. The first, the vertical loop. It's really big vertical loop right after the first drop. Really noticeable with a good amount of hang time in the back seat. So definitely something worth trying out if you're a backseat rider like I am. Sorry, I punched her. She made me do it. But yeah, it's a great ride. Like, the wait time really wasn't all that bad because they're running 3 trains. The operations are pretty straightforward and really good. We're gonna head over and get some more clips, and then we're gonna go take a ride on the good old Iron Rattler. But I'm gonna give this ride an 8 out of 10 because, man, it's just so much fun. The duration of the ride makes it great, and it keeps the excitement going. Yeah, full train makes it go fast, but the wet track is even better. So definitely a plus. They moving in, moving out. Operations were really good. 8 out of 10, man.
Welcome back, Snake Wranglers. Hope y'all enjoyed the ride on the Iron Rattler. Now give that restraint a little push up. Buckle your seatbelt. Head on out to your left. Don't forget any loose gear and whatnot.
Alright, so we just got off Iron Rattler. No, we were not next to Iron Rattler. We were actually by the Gully Washer where we came to get Iron Rattler footage. Because in the station, it's really difficult to get footage of that ride. That ride on a wet track equals amazing. That one is by far better than Wonder Woman. The airtime coming off the quarry wall is by far one of the greatest airtime moments ever so far. In the state of Texas, Iron Rattler, damn to you. I retract what I said. Iron Rattler is definitely better than Texas Giant, by far. I mean, it's shorter, but I mean, just the elements and the airtime. The first drop is unthinkable. It's amazing. I mean, there's nothing else you could really say about it. I can't even put it in words of how much fun that was, especially with the wet track. Iron Rattler is a backseat ride. If you want to optimize your riding experience, ride that sucker in the back. You'll get the most airtime. You'll get the most fun. With wet track, it's even better. So definitely a 9 out of, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. 9.5, because I said it was better than Wonder Woman. I gave Wonder Woman a 9, so we're gonna give Iron Rattler a 9.5. Not quite a 10, but we're gonna give it about a 9.5. Amazing ride. So now we're gonna make our way over to Goliath, which is the park's SLC. It's a Batman clone. Nothing really special about it. We got that one, Batman the Ride, and then we got Boomerang. So let's get it. I'm really enjoying my time here at this park. Even though it's rainy and muggy and beautiful, we're still having fun, and that's what being here is all about. So let's go hit some Goliath. So breaking news, Daredevil Dive is testing the new ride here at the park. It just started testing, so we've got 3 more rides to review, and then we're gonna come back here for the finale. I'm really hoping they get this thing up and running because I'm only here, you know, now, so, and I live 7 hours away. So I'm really hoping they get this thing up and running so that way we can actually ride the damn thing. It's really dope. We're gonna try to get definitely some really good POVs. It looks really badass. The theming to the ride looks pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably some of the best theming in the park altogether. So we're gonna go get these 3 and then come back here and see if it's going, if I haven't passed out by then. Boomerang. Boom. Can't say it. Then I can't get monetized. But anyway, I've never been a big fan of these rides. These coast-to-coast rides. They had one at Six Flags Over Texas before they took it down and put in Riddler's Revenge. They've got one here. They've also got one at Six Flags St. Louis. And the one at Six Flags St. Louis is about the same as this one here. They've replaced the trains like twice. They have over the chest restraints, which anybody that knows me knows I'm not a big fan of those. But it's just so rough on the body. Like, if you have shoulder problems, I definitely would not recommend this ride. But it's just hard not to talk bad about the ride. It's fun, but it's not really thrilling and exciting. I'm really not gonna say too much on this because I'm trying to think of something positive to say about the ride. Going up backwards and then through the course forwards and then backwards, it's pretty fun. You know, that's something positive. It's unique, something you only see on these types of rides. So I think that's really cool. It's got that going for it. It's a pretty short ride. It's about like Freeze in the duration. About 45, maybe a minute long. So you don't have to suffer through it too bad. I'm gonna give this ride, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is above average, so that's pretty straightforward. So now we're gonna make our way over to Goliath. So we just got off Goliath. That was fun. I can tell you something though, after riding everything I've ridden today, coming here riding this, I can definitely tell a difference in the positive lateral forces on this ride, because as I'm going about halfway through the ride, I start getting a little lightheaded, a little dizzy, which is perfectly normal for this ride. Anybody that's ridden these rides multiple times knows what I mean. It's the positive G's and the blood and the oxygen to your brain. It's normal to get a little dizzy. You get off the ride, you walk around a little bit, you go back, it's level itself out, go back to normal. But they do take your picture on this ride, so that's pretty dope. We're gonna snap over here and get this photo. It's a Batman clone. It's pretty close to the same as Six Flags Over Texas. There's not really much difference between the two. The layout here is different, the theming here is better. It's pretty equal between the two. So I'm gonna give this ride a 7 out of 10. And then we just got one more. Batman the Ride. The S&S Free Spin. Yay. Alright man, Daredevil Dive was just testing. No triple no triple D action for me today. You know, no motorboating going on while I'm flying upside down. Kind of depressing, but oh well, that's life. That's gonna do it for this one, man. For Batman, we got it done. I didn't really give it a rating. It's a 6 out of 10 because it's an S&S free spin. Not a big fan of it. If you guys are, let me know in the comments. If you're not, also let me know in the comments. I'm gonna spend some time with my son here, have fun for the other last 7 hours I got here. I'm gonna rate this part at 8 out of 10. This park is great. It's beautiful. It's clean. It's well kept. Everything here is top notch. The operations are great. So really enjoy it. 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, like tomorrow's review, go ahead and smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.